Hello, hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. That's fine. Welcome everybody to our little stream. So if you don't know, it's a bit weird, well not weird, but different slightly today, because in our Discord we have the weekly prompt challenge. And the prompts for this week were, as you can see in the title, guitar, helmet, and cloud. So I thought I'll just try and combine all of these into one drawing. So let's see how it works. I was starting to, so I just quickly sketched this up. I just looked at a stock photo of a guy playing guitar for the pose, and I gave him a German helmet. Just because German helmets are very cool. Something like that. But I was thinking maybe, since I have this cloud here, it would be cool to have like a young Son Goku, or just Goku on it instead. But I am not quite sure, to be honest with you. So I'm still thinking about what I want to do with this. Yeah. In the meantime, the rules, as always, if you have any questions regarding, I don't know, how to draw something or whatever, just feel free to ask me. Because that is why we're here, is to help each other. Especially me helping you, hopefully, if I can. What the H is on your head? Oh yeah, so it's still a little bit of Corona hair, because I didn't go to the the hairdresser yet, or barber, there we go, barber, that's the word. And all the hair is flopping into my eyes, so the girlfriend decided to tie a bow around my hair. So if I come a little bit lower, then you can see the beautiful bow that she created there for me. So that's what's in my hair at the moment. Okay, actually I'm gonna take this away totally, just to try out Goku a little bit. So something like this. It's interesting. I'm very the anatomy and proportions of the early Dragon Ball, or just in general Dragon Balls, is not something that I really know how to draw. So that's also an interesting challenge, I guess, for me. And then he had a huge head, right? Hey everybody. Dark Shaman Wolf from Oradia. Welcome from Oradia, my friend. How to draw a helmet on the head of a person you're looking up at. How to draw a helmet? Well, first of all, you just have to establish that you're looking up at somebody. So from the side you would have the head like this. So which means if I draw a head here, maybe I would need less. Let me switch to this brush. There we go. I just feel a bit more comfortable with this. Okay, so we decide that's his jawline. This is his nose, eyebrows, temple. Right? Something like this. And then the ears would be here. Also squished a bit because, oh no, actually ears would be something. Oh yeah, it's still okay. And then basically you just have to come with a helmet over this. So something like you would have the front part and then the back part. This is, I guess, what I would do. There. We can give him a mustache just because. And then this goes around. I'm sticking with my German German type of helmet here. So I think it would be looking something like that if you look up on somebody from below, I mean. I like your hair. Give those summer vibes right away, right? Right? I like it as well. I called it my inside ribbon or bow, whatever it is. Oh, Jesus Christ, how does Son Goku... I don't know how to do his face. Definitely wrong shape there now. I can see that. So it's much more something like... Maybe he has a bit of here coming back like that. And then the crazy hair. Hinksko, hey man, what would you say is most important to learn to draw after construction? Or is this construction subject the most important to learn? Well, the construction helps you with the basics, right? So right now I'm not doing construction because sort of in my head, I know what goes where. Otherwise, yeah, I could have started with, okay, joints, like this is the pelvic area, joints, and so on and so forth. So, I don't know, I guess line weight is important, but once you know construction, then from then you can go on and actually learn about anatomy, right? And then you learn about muscles, you learn about the ways legs and stuff like that can and cannot bend. Jesus Christ, I really don't know how to draw in this comic, in this anime style. But yeah, in general, once you have construction down and you understand how to draw things, you just have to go out there and do a lot of live sketching to just learn from things, see how things work. And then you will also see like, okay, so there's a car, but since you now know construction, you will know like, okay, so this is what I have to pay attention with this car. Let's go back to that brush. But yeah, construction is like the basics. And after that, there's no such thing as learning how to draw legs or learning how to draw eyes. I always find those videos that I find on YouTube or TikTok or wherever you look, it's like a little bit nonsense. Yeah, they can help you out, but it's much more valuable if you know what the actual eye does or how it's set up. Have you a good way of collecting reference pictures? Do you use Pinterest or any other tools? Yeah, so I have Pinterest. I always have Pinterest open, like right now. Well, now I'm looking at Google, but I have a whole bunch of Mac and all sorts of collection. And I also use PureRef. So if I want to put something together for a project, I definitely use PureRef as well, just because it's like very handy. So I might have made him a bit too muscly there. Okay, so this seems to be copy image. So let's put in a Goku here and image mirror layer. There we go. So just this I need to see his face, just because I have no idea how to draw Goku's head. Obviously I forgot about the neck here. So let's just draw his shoulders and then his neck would be somewhere here. Let's see some more questions. OPP got to go. Wife doesn't feel well. Oh, I hope nothing bad happens. Take care, Ru. Hello, everybody else in the meantime. What am I drawing? So once again, in our Discord, we have a weekly drawing challenge, and the prompts for this week were helmet, guitar, and cloud. And then I drew sort of this guy, but I thought since I drew a cloud, I might just as well try and draw Goku from the Dragon Ball series. And yeah, that's what I'm drawing right now. Hinksco, yeah, you're welcome, man. I mean, it's always, you know, because like you expect there to be okay, draw A or learn A, now learn B, learn C, and then slowly you will have learned everything, but it's not quite like that. There's just some things that is definitely good to learn, but in general it's just, yeah, you have to know a lot. Tips on drawing glass. Yeah, we can do that. It would be grateful if you could make a tour for detailed design sketches on Sketchbook. Deep, you wanna go a little bit in detail with that? Not sure what you mean by that. Glass. So first of all, let me draw a glass box. That is usually a good start. So how we know that the easiest way usually to make this, for glass you need also color. It's hard to, or see-throughness. It's hard to do glass without that. So one thing is usually at the edges, you always have a little bit of cutoff. Then I can switch to like a airbrush. Let me select this whole thing. There we go. And then let me take the other airbrush. Okay, let's say this is my glass, something like this. And then what I usually do is I also, let me take actually the polygonal lasso tool. So I say that the bottom, because you have more overlay, right? It's gonna be darker. The more you have overlay, the darker it's going to be. So wait, let me start like this. So this side, what are you doing, buddy? This side. So it's not fully opaque, right? So we have a little bit of opacity there. And then we have a little bit of opacity here. And then usually with glass, the sides are always, well, yeah, usually always whiter, just because you have the thickness. That's also why, okay, this doesn't seem to draw through there, so I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, there we go. Or even better, this one, yeah. So usually the edges of the glass, you get this thicker white sort of curve. Well, not curves. Just basically this is supposed to be the thickness of the glass. Something like that. And then usually I do my typical cheating thing, which is I just add two parallel lines and I give it sort of like a fadeaway with white. And you can put one on top as well. And another one. And this usually is just a replacement for some sort of reflection that doesn't really make sense. There we go, something like this. And of course you can come in with this thicker white edge here as well. So this is already glassy. Then if you want, probably let me see if I miss any question. No, good, there's still enough. If you look at the glass like this, right, so the one that we have water in, you know that it's glass if there's something behind it. So let's say this is the table behind it, right? Then you would have some sort of distortion. Like, don't ask me now which way it goes because I'm not sure. I'm just gonna do it like this. Once again, I leave the sides of the glass a bit empty. Like you can also actually just draw in the water here. The thing is, like, yeah, glass distorts what's behind it. So like, you can also even go a little bit more drastic and move it a bit up or down, something like that. So that's also something that's glass. Okay, back to Son Goku. Deep Godayan, sorry, I forgot to mention Pro Design Sketches. From zero to finished sketch, some tips, and I do have quite a couple of videos on that. If you check that out. You have to wear why? I don't know what construction clothing you're talking about. How much time do you take for painting? Can a guy who knows some construction be able to draw good stuff if he takes more time? Well, that's the more time you put into a drawing, the better you can make it, of course. If you look at a lot of the hyper-realistic painting people, they take, I don't know, hours, days for like one of those really detailed faces that they do. So yeah, the more time, I like sketching. The thing is, I don't really have the patience to do too much detailed stuff. I just like to come up with ideas and move on to the next one. I need him laughing as well. Okay. So I had I don't like angry Goku, so we need to make him smile, which means different face altogether. But yeah, you can improve all your drawings by spending more time on them, of course. But yeah, you also have to know what you're doing. Because if you just spend a lot of time on them, you can also just be doing copying. And then if you're copying, you're not really learning from that. And it might not be as good as you hope it would be. This is horrible, so yeah, I definitely don't think we're going to be doing Goku. It resembles him a little bit, but it's just not good. Sorry, I forgot to mention Pro Design Sketches from zero to finished sketch. Some tips and insights. Oh yeah, I said I have the videos on that. Like if you go back on, I have several from ideation all the way to a relatively presentable presentation sketch. I don't know what the name of that video series was, but it's somewhere in, I do have an industrial. I really have to update my playlists. I have an industrial design sketches playlist. If you check that, it's definitely in there. It's so interesting trying to force yourself to draw in a style that you're just not familiar with at all or not comfortable with. It's funny because I like anime, or at least I liked it as a kid for sure, but I never liked manga. So I liked the art style when it was in movement, when it was in motion. I never wanted to read manga as a kid. I just didn't like the art style. And it shows because I have no idea what to do here. Glasses basically matter from a different dimension, but we're all nervously act like it's supposed to be normal. They all will come to correct their mistakes. Glass is fun, guys. I like glass. Drawing glass is always fun. Well, okay, I can show you something. Let me take this away just because it's something I did for work, and if I zoom in on it, then I might show it here as well, and nobody will hopefully recognize it. Where is it? Here we go. There we go. Then we go there, 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 and I think there we go. I have it here. So I'm just gonna zoom in proper. There we go. So I could bring this over here. Oh, just for glass. So this is sort of like a see-through glass container that I drew for a client. And you can see that, let me take a red. So we have a much lighter green up here, and then this is the upper surface, and the lower surface is already a darker green. So it means that the green here is much darker than the green all over here. And you can see also that I made these white things, which are basically the thickness of my little glass box, and they also interfere with whatever is in there in the box. And you can see also that basically the lines of the hand are a bit cut here, just to represent this sort of, yeah, you can't see there because of the thickness of the glass. So it's about this layering, making sure, because you have these different layers of just slightly opaque surfaces, one over the other, and then it becomes more and more and more opaque, and the white outlines for the thickness of the glass. There we go. Hyperrealistic space-time continuum. No, it does not mean that. Not even close. The metal changing noise is like turning the soundtrack with industrial classes. What? Today I'm not following you. Usually I get your things, but today I'm just, I don't know, I'm not in the same zone. Goku has a rounded box shape for a face when he smiles. Yeah, this one, but then this is from the front. And I need a 3/4 smiling Goku. And I didn't find the 3/4 smiling Goku. All the smiling Gokus I found are from the front. So that's the thing, it's easy to draw something if it's from the same, well, it's, oh man. If this there, then what is here? There? There is here, I guess. There is here. You have to make sure that during the color pass you don't fully finish the lines for Goku's eyes. Oh yeah. I noticed that here and here as well, that he only has like these, or these, or in this case like this. But I don't think I will go to color pass. And I'm really not liking Goku, so because also I feel like the head should be bigger. Something like this. And there we go, that's already a bit better. And I feel like it should be a bit to the front. And then this leg would be there, and then that leg would be there, and then he's on the Nimbus. I don't know, not really not the biggest fan of this. I guess I'm gonna torture it a little bit more. Just because, why not? He's 3 heads tall. Technically he is, yeah. It's sort of, yeah, I think it fits. It fits. You always find, oh, rest break, great. This is a very interesting stream, one rest break after the other. Robert, for some reason I always find sketches fun to look at. I agree. I love sketches in general. Whenever I see a new artist, I want to see their sketchbook. I want to see some of their rough work as well. Is that Bob the Builder's head on the right side of the drawing panel? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know Bob the Builder. Don't you think the eyes should be more separated in... oh, German helmet. See, I forgot about that. Yeah, we're not doing Goku because I need a German helmet. Yeah. Okay, we're dropping Goku. We're just sticking with my original guy. Otherwise, we don't have the German helmet. Yeah, see, I totally forgot about that part. Okay, I guess 1 minute of rest break now should be enough. But S4, don't you think the eyes should be more separated? Yeah. So I feel like this should be a bit more like this. You are right about that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just, first of all, I suck at anatomy. And then secondly, I suck even more at anime anatomy. And then a German helmet would go here and then there, something like that. Something like this, right? So if you take away all the excess hair, and here as well. Oh no, that actually, he can have some hair on the sides, I'm fine with that. It's the top that needs to go. It looks like, what's the word for that? Okay, I need to translate this because I don't know. Potty? What's English? Where's Hungarian? It's not a Hungarian word. Okay, fuck you. Okay, porter potty. I don't know the exact English word, but it looks like the thing that children pee on is on his head. Also, this is interesting. This is a nice challenge actually, because I love to draw my fingers very angular, and the artist, whoever draws the Goku stuff, has very round fingers for Goku, just because he's probably a kid as well and he wants to emphasize that. Yeah, that helmet is not quite... I think we should see a little bit, so the top should be a little bit more like... Oh boy. Okay, what did I miss? It's okay, the Japanese were on the same side as the Germans. That's a good point. German, like Darth Vader helmet? I guess he did have a German helmet, yeah. But it's just like the second World War II sort of German helmets. I guess they still have them a little bit like that, I don't know. But it's, I don't know, it just seems like an iconic helmet design to me, what they had, and that's what I thought of when I was thinking about helmet and guitar and combining all of them. And he also has his little staff holder there. And then his... I think it was Master Yoshi, right? Something like that. There would be his hand. A Goku toy has a samurai helmet, and it looks like a German helmet without... Oh, okay. Batpan. Could be a Batpan. Could be that's what it's called. I really don't know what it was called. Robert, if you ever have a chance, look up Hot Dad's YouTube channel. He makes synthwave music of random things. Hot Dad. Okay, I will just put it in so I don't forget it. YouTube. Hot Dad. There you go. Okay, we will see later. Now back to my guitar guy. Okay, so let's see, this arm comes like this. Oh, well, we see less of the arm actually. And then I guess the fingers would be if I make them super rounded. Jesus, so hard. Guess something like this? I guess that looks okay. Okay, actually I hate it a bit less now. I guess that's just drawing, like you can learn that from this, that yeah, you're gonna hate it a lot. You just have to go through that. And then things turn out better. I also like that he has these wrist covers. Makes it a bit easier for me to draw. Oh, this arm is too thin compared to the other one now. Where are we at? Haddad, Toriyama. Yeah, exactly. Artist of the Dragon. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Toriyama. Classy Jones. Okay, I'll put that in as well. Classy, I never heard Classy. Okay, we'll see that later as well. Back to my guitar guy. What do they call the old WWN German helmets? The ones with the spike on top of it. Yeah, it's a good one. Like you could almost look for Prussian helmet, right? Weimar. So it's Weimar Republic helmet. You just look for Weimar Republic helmet and you should get it. Pickelhaube. Sounds correct. It's funny because yeah, it's like a what's Haube properly? It's like a pickle bonnet almost. It's a funny name. Actually, I think I'll stick with Goku. The helmet works. I hate the face much less right now as well. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna make my brush a little bit bigger. Let's go for 14. And I'll just stick with Goku. Add gold bling chain around the neck. No, we're not making gold bling. First of all, he's Goku, so he's not wearing gold bling. And secondly, like he's rocking it out. Rockers don't wear that gold bling stuff. I don't understand what the hell is going on with these pants. Like, are these some sort of traditional Japanese band things? Like, these folds make no sense at all. I'm just gonna make up my own ones because There we go. Day of the micro breaks. Goku wears Shaolin costume. Yeah, I mean, I know that, but okay, break. We'll see. We'll look at the thing what I mean after the break. Ooh. Hydration is important. Okay, so look at this. See, like this is what I mean here. Like it looks like it's tying together that thing, and here as well. Like this, just logistically to me that makes no sense unless it's like some sort of pant with this hanging, and then he sort of tied that, and then this he went around to tie it. It's just I don't know what that is. Dragon Z is Japanese, appropriating Chinese culture. That's true. I mean, I don't know if it's appropriating in this case. I mean, they have a lot of common ancestry, right? Oh, this is a good song. I know. I don't know. I like that. Okay, so we can all our learning material. Oh no, I drew on the wrong layer, didn't I? Okay. There we go. It was the wrong layer. Okay, now take away all this learning material. We don't need it no more. Yeah, those folds are messed up. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I need angry Goku, but I like happy Goku. Did angry Goku have some there? See, these are a bit more normal folds. Like this makes, I think like this is like a fan art sort of stuff, and this looks more like drawn by the actual people or something. Could also be fan art. But I'm gonna appropriate this drawing a bit more. So I like that it has sort of a color there, and it also has a little bit of fold to it. Oh yeah, glad man. Like Workrave is good. Like I do talk to people who don't like it. Well, not that they don't like it, but it's just not their type of work. Once you are in a flow, it can be annoying when that thing pops up. But I did push it away several times when I was in a flow, and then days later when I was all locked up here in my neck muscles, I realized okay, that's a mistake. Even if I'm in a flow, that break is definitely worth it. So yeah, I decided not to clean this up. I mean, or just to clean up the sketch itself and leave it in a sketchy mode. There you go, the eyes are much better already. The nose is a little bit of a nose, I feel like, something like that. Dragon Ball Z is derived from oh, of course it is! Yeah, with the tail, the monkey tail and all. Yeah, that makes sense. Can you also please make some shadows on fabric hatching? Yeah, we can. We shall do that. We shall do that indeed. So let's see what we have there. So folding in general is not easy. Let us stick to this leg and let me clean it up a little bit. Now I'm also gonna keep it relatively simple because I don't know how much shading I want to put on this boy here. So let me clean the lines a little bit. So one thing I like to do, like when you have pants and the leg goes a little bit like this, I like to add these, or the other way around works as well. These sort of, but actually these work better. Let's stick with these. So I will add a couple of those sort of folds here. Clean up a bit more as well. So you don't want to add too many. Like, it can very quickly become too many and then it just looks ridiculous. And I might already be there, I just didn't notice it yet. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of cast shadow, like this. And obviously now we're properly stepping away from the manga style, but it's fine because yeah, it is my style. It is what I do. And then you can usually, what I like to also add a little bit, I think here you could see some as well. So this here, let me push it on top so I can draw over. So this here is usually for the knee. So that's what I'm going to do here as well. I like to just sort of indicate where that knee is. Just because, right, like this is your leg muscle and then you have your knee here and then your other leg muscle. And then when there's pants over it, it's usually, here, it's very tight. So you have this sort of edge and then your pant comes here and then here everything gets, because here is tight, obviously on the other side, here is going to be much looser, so everything gets pushed together. So this is whenever you draw something, like you know that your knee catches this area a little bit there. So you can always exaggerate and play a little bit with that, that knee area there. Welcome, Jodlus from Polonia, I guess. Poland. Dragon Ball also has influences from Star Wars. Really? I mean, it has a lot of sci-fi, so I guess so. So same thing here. Let's clean up a little bit. Also, I have a lot of folds here and a lot of them are unnecessary. This also shows that I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, it's very easy to see with folds that, okay, the person who was drawing here didn't really know what to do. So I know here, like it's just, I'm just trying to follow my own logic. But this area, so I imagine this would be in cast shadow. So I would come down here with the, where is this? Something like that. I like that. And I'm gonna try and keep the same angle. It's nicer for the eye if you, like here, if I would start and go with a different angle, it would be a bit bothersome for it. Like I think you only pick it up subconsciously, but you still pick up that these two directions are not the same. So it is generally, it's not a super strict rule, but I try to stick to it. I don't always, but I just find it has a nicer and more pleasing effect if you can stick to this. And I feel like here we could add one more fold, something like that. There, that feels better. Well, not quite. And I'm gonna finish up the shading here. And of course you can also add the, which I forgot here, the shadow of the guitar itself. There we go. Something like that. Turon was a genius, at least when he started doing manga. Perfect style, cars, airplanes, motorbikes, and so yeah, I really like his his style, well, I haven't seen the manga, of course, I only saw the animation. But I really liked that everything was so nice and rounded, and everything worked together so nicely. Wait, which is white? So that's white and this is blue. And because this is blue, we can give it also a little bit of crosshatch. Couple of clouds around it. Same here. And we are going to take a 10-second break and stretch a little bit. There's no fighting gerbils in Dragon Ball Z. Well, technically this is also Dragon Ball because young Goku was in Dragon Ball. And for some reason, I'm one of the few people who enjoys Dragon Ball a whole lot more than Dragon Ball Z. And even though like Dragon Ball Z should be something that I enjoyed, with all the teen angst and the fighting and whatnot, it didn't resonate. Dragon Ball was this really cool adventure with this powerful kid who could fight big guys but also was defeated quite often. And then Dragon Ball Z, it didn't have a story. It was just one fight after the other. And yeah, I still enjoyed it, but it didn't have the magic of proper Dragon Ball. Okay, so we have a couple of more folds here. Ooh. Let me see. Let me bring this a bit closer. Dragon Ball has a very cool style of shading. Yeah, well, it's the proper what is it? Toon shading, cell shading. Yeah. I feel like I can exaggerate this a little bit here. We can draw in that emblem later as well. And he has a little bit of overhang here, I noticed. There we go. This is hardcore. And I did see an image where he was sort of laughing. I think it's nicer if we have an open mouth for him. Come on, give me a nice side laughing of Goku. I like this one. Let me see if we can apply this one. Image, mirror layer. Something like this. Let's turn this so it's a bit more in the way of my drawing arm. And then let's do the teeth. Stop rotating. We rotated enough. Let me bring this in a bit more. So and then you will see more of these teeth. And there's the tongue as well. Maybe, because obviously we're looking at him from above, the upper teeth could be a little bit smaller actually, right? Something like this. And then this area can stay dark. I like that. Oh, teeth are much closer. There we go. Yeah, now he's singing. I like this more. The dialogues would last 1 week and then they fight. Yeah, well, not even dialogues. The screams at each other would last 1 week and then they fight. And then the powering up and all that stuff. Actually, very similar. Well, not, I don't know how similar, but I would put it in the same vein because it's a fighting show. Yu Yu Hakusho, at least here in Europe, is on Netflix, and I rewatched that. Really enjoyed it. Good old, whatchamacallit, nostalgia for childhood, I guess. If Dragon Ball Z characters were following old school Chinese flicks, they would just talk for hours. Master this and master that. Strongest person fight to the death and then jump 30 feet. Well, that is sort of Dragon Ball Z, no? That's you kind of described Dragon Ball Z there. Okay. Okay, so I feel like this should work as a... So we could have it. So everything that is not cross-hatched is like a bump or a fold that is looking upwards, so it catches a bit more of the light. And so we could have something there. There we go. Yeah, usually it happens with painting because I'm not feeling too comfortable with painting, but in general it just happens with everything that's outside of my comfort zone, that I do want to give up quickly just because nothing happens as I want it to happen. So for example, like I was complaining about this Goku in the beginning, but now it is coming together and I like it more and more. Okay, angry. Oh, oh yeah, no, okay, it's fine. I feel like I could add a little bit of crosshatch here as well. There we go. Vegeta and Goku should be wearing those black kung fu outfits and have the Uru playing in the background. Well, Master Yoshi had the white typical Chinese kung fu master outfit, right? He was sporting that. For some reason, I really enjoy / don't mind this grungy, dirty look to my sketches. And then he's holding a pick there. There we go. Hey, Natraducci. Welcome, welcome. What if Goku and Vegeta got a chronic case of sweaty, itchy backs? Would they use their kung fu to scratch their backs? I feel like that is a reference that is flying over my head. Okay, time for another micro break. I guess then we can draw the extending pole on his... Oh, and the tail. I did forget about the tail, didn't I? And the hair. Okay, so let's start. Was there a tail here? Yeah, how did I forget about the tail? That's weird. I feel I need to make it a bit bigger. Something like this. Michael Rodriguez, hola, welcome from Colombia. Welcome. Okay, I think that's a relatively good tail. Let's try and clean it up a little bit. But if the break is micro, would you need a magnifying glass to see it? Well, I don't know. Do you see breaks in general? It's not something that people look at. Dude, today it was so damn hot. The walls were hot to touch. Ugh. I am not complaining because we have a cold spell here. And I think it was like between 15 and 17 degrees or something like that outside. So yeah, definitely not complaining. I feel like the heat wave will return here with a vengeance as well. So I'm just trying to enjoy the cold now because I know there's gonna be heat later on, and then I will have to enjoy that. Okay, let's do the hair. By the way, if there are any more questions, like the cross-hatching and shading of the clothing, please feel free to throw them in the chat. I'll gladly jump on that. And try at least to explain stuff. Nice little reggae in the background. I like it. Like it. Actually, I don't even know. Can you guys hear the music at all? Um, 15 degrees. Were the birds icicles? I don't know. I guess the birds are just fine. There we go. This is very satisfying for some reason. Okay. Just gonna add a bit more hair here and there. We could add a bit of thickness to this helmet just to make it a bit more interesting. Okay. Ooh, I hit the mic. Sorry about that. I don't want tangents. There we go. Music is good. All right. Thank you, Manuel. Looks like pencil. Well, it is not a pencil. It is his magical staff that can extend. We have a little bit of shading here, and I guess I could add a bit of, come on, shading there as well. There we go. And then the rest we can cut. About the clothing, are you doing the folds as if you are sculpting something, so only top and bottom sides are visible without the midtones? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Pretty much what I'm doing. So the idea is, yeah, so like light hits it, light does not hit it. Light hits it, light does not hit it. That's all the idea with the folds there. Oh, I merged them. Oh, fuck it. That's fine. New layer, make it a bit low visibility, and now here he should have it, right? His little thing. So he has a little thing around there. And I guess it goes somewhere there. And this is a bit tricky because it has to be has a certain amount of tension, but it's not necessarily super straight. I guess that's okay. I want to ask you about the light source for the drawing, for example. How did you decide? Honestly, I didn't. Like, as I just looking at it, the light comes relatively from above him. Now that I look at it, I could add, like this could one. I am going to fix that actually. Oh great, I drew on the wrong layer again, didn't I? Ay. Always drawing on the wrong layer. I will return to the light source question in 1 second. Just let me finish up this thing. There we go. Merge down. Okay, so for the light source, in general, when I draw, and I think this is right-handed people, not all of them, but a big majority, because my hand with a pencil, right, is here. It's in the way, so I usually put the sun on this side. So most everything that I draw is lit from that side, so usually this is the darker shaded side, this is the lighter shaded side, and then top I leave the less shaded or sometimes empty. And I think that's what I started out with the legs. So if you look at the legs, like here, it's like mostly this side is in shadow, and then here this could actually, I could have brought in some more light there, and here I could have actually more shadow now that I'm looking at it. And this I could also bring a little bit more here, just because there's a lot of cast shadow here. So he's throwing shadow for himself. And then as I came higher, because I was copying from here, I sort of disregarded this and then turned it a bit more into a top-down sort of shading situation. So yeah, I did a sort of mess up there a little bit. No defending myself. But yeah, in general, I do this. And then I also have left-handed friends who sort of do the opposite. It is natural when we draw something, no matter what it is, that we have sort of an angled light. Like this. An angled light on it. And if you're, like this is right-handed, and if you're left-handed, then you usually put the light source here. What are you doing? There. And then you sort of have the opposite. This is the darker side and this is slightly dark, and then this is very light. Ooh, another brick. Rue, you didn't miss anything. Is the wife okay? Is everything alright with you guys? You don't wanna, I hope you're not catching anything now that you're almost out of the, but you were technically vaccinated, right? So you should be fine. Okay, a little bit of cleaning up. This arm can be shadow. This area can be in shadow as well, just because, as we said, the light comes from above. Does he have fingernails? I don't know. She's been vague, but she hasn't felt good for 4 days. She wanted to get tested and a bit of delta around. Sounded like, yeah, that is correct. It does sound like a good idea in the end. Make the eraser a bit bigger. And now it's just about cleaning up things. Berna, was that clear? Did I answer your question? Sorry, I just drifted. I said some things there and then I drifted along. So yeah, if it's not clear, please tell me. I'll try and explain it more or better. So then technically, right, if we're lighting him from above, means that this whole area here could be in shadow as well. And around his collarbone, I'm gonna leave a little white area. And there as well. Just to make it pop a bit more. Happy to hear that, Berna. By the way, is Berna your full name? Just because a funny story that I like telling is that if I would have been a girl, my parents wanted to call me Bernadette. So I might have been a Berna if Berna is short for Bernadette. So we might be name siblings in that case. Where's the guitar guy? Guitar guy, there he is, playing his guitar. Mr. Guitar Guy. Well, technically I could make my life a little bit easier and just take the line tool and draw a couple of lines here. 1, 2, 3. I don't care how many lines a guitar has. I'm just gonna try and fit in a couple until it seems like it fits well. There we go. That's enough for me. Ah, Berna is first. Okay. Well, then we're not related when it comes to our names, which technically is not related anyways. But hey, I thought it's funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's just say the guitar guy is off to some distant places. Well, he did come back. I was looking for him, and he did come back in the end. So that's good for me. Well, I could add a bit more darkness to the tail just because since the hair is also darker, why not do the tail as well? The good thing is, since I already added that little shading at the end where it comes closer to the body, that will just translate into this new crosshatch. There we go. Well, I'm not hating it, so I guess that's good. It's it turned around. Turned around on me. I'm gonna tighten up the bottom of my cloud where we can do some shading as well. And yeah, we can call it a day. So if you want, if you have any more questions, make sure to type them in the chat now, and then I still have time to make a small deviation and try to answer any questions that you have. Like more glass drawing or whatever you want. Let's try and make let's try and make these nice lines. Oh yeah, and I'm in darkness now, but since I'm not that far away from the stream, I'm just gonna stay in darkness for now, I guess. If I was a girl, would have been called Yaman instead of Saman. Great, that's a huge change. I don't want to bash on your parents, but that's a little bit lazy, Saman. I expected a bit better. You know, like you can call your mom and you can tell her that Robert is a little bit disappointed in her creativity when it comes to choosing names. It's a bit harsh, but it's what it is. It's reality, you know. Where are the plant friends? Are they? Yeah, actually, I just watered 2 days ago. So they are in good health at the moment. Although, well, I don't want to say good health because every now and then I just notice that, oh shit, it's a little bit droopy because of the heat. I think that's okay. What is the answer to the ultimate question of life universe? Yeah, that is 42. I agree with Mr. Manuel there. It is 42 indeed. All right. Let's make this a little bit sexier. Just add it a bit more shape. We can also give this a little bit of a shaded, shadowy area. Fix up the helmet a bit. I know, Tiamat means smiling in Old Arabic, Saman means resourceful in Kurdish. I mean, both are nice names in the end, I have to say. It's just a little bit too close together. Would have been cooler if you had like something like a totally different sounding name. Like these are fake ellipses, I'm just adding them to give a bit more rounding to that helmet. Oh, that's some secret agent music there. I like that. Reflect that if you do some strength training, bench pressing and all that, you develop stronger back and neck muscles, allowing you to sit still without getting sores. Yeah, that's also what I'm doing. I do a 20 minutes back and neck workout every morning, just and so I changed up my routine half a year ago or so, and I really feel the difference. I am getting sore much less. Redacted computer, why are you sharing Spanish knowledge with us? I mean, I'm happy that you're sharing it, but just curious. Oh, there's a tangent here. We're removing tangents. There we go. We don't like tangents. Tangents are really, really bad. Technically. There we go. Here I can make it a bit darker as well. Oh, sorry for the mic scratch. And this leg needs a little bit of cleaning up. All right, I think I will call this, guys. This was fun. It was nice having you guys there. And yeah, this is Goku with a guitar and a German helmet on his Nimbus flying cloud. I'm very happy that you guys been here today. It was fun as always. And yeah, wish you a great weekend. Watch out for the heat waves. Don't stay out in the sun too much. But yeah, have a great time and see you in the next video, everybody. Bye bye.